Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I had a pretty good day. Um, kind of felt like laughing all day long, but I have my days like that. But yeah, when I know God's doing something special and helping people and stuff, yeah, it makes me happy. So, good videos, Robin, today. Yeah, I actually with a lot of things on my mind, um, it helped kind of alleviate the pain. So, yeah, just unbelievable, unbelievable stuff. I asked Doug today, I said, "Do you believe we're in Armageddon?" And he said, "We've been here for a long time." He said, "Let's get busy." I said, "Oh, I'm getting busy because I've always known God. Always. There's never been a day that I would have denied or did not know. And yeah, anytime anybody speaks of the Church of Philadelphia, yeah, you're talking to me. That's a real thing. And I know that. I also know that people will try and stop me from going after people that are doing wrong. They always have tried to talk me out of that. Why is that? I know God. I know God loves me. I know I'm a peaceful, good person. So why are you trying to stop me from uh, exposing people that are liars or whatever they're doing? Why? You do your thing, I'll do mine. God will judge me. So that's the way that is. If you aren't part of the 144,000, or if you are and that's not your position, then perhaps you need to reevaluate um, other people's positions that don't belong to you then. Because that's not I'm not elevating myself. I'm stepping up, you know? So there's a big difference for fighting for God or just being passive. And that leads me into people that would, well, one will lie and the other one will swear about it. The reason why, like I've told you before, I've said this over and over, and this is what we're dealing with. This is the type of trash we're dealing with. One's a pedophile, one's a liar, one does cheats on his old lady, or they both do. And they all know these things about us or them, um, about each other. We hear each other. So they know I know about them, but yet I'm not supposed to say, hey, if I'm good and you're a piece of whatever, I'm not supposed to say nothing about it. No, it doesn't work like that. You either believe that we're towards the end day where God is finally going to put the hammer down, or you don't. And you're either one of those that are helping God like that, or you're not. And it is that. And yeah, there's more to that. I'm not off that subject yet. Give me a moment. Here's my for instances. This is just me. I'm not you. You're not me. But I've been cheated on, and I forgive that. And I still love that person. You don't touch somebody else and then go touching on me. I don't want another woman's stuff around me. Got that? So therefore, I made the decision, yes, I still love this person. Now go away. That's my choice. That's my decision. That's who I am as a person in every way. It's like, okay, if you got a brother, adopted brother like I do, that's a pedophile. It's like, okay, I tried to get you some counseling and that didn't work. And I tried to help you. I tried to talk to you and none of that worked. So that tells me that he wants to continue to be what he is. Yes, I love him. Yes, I forgive him. Do I want it around? Do I want it in my life? No. Do I have the right to tell the whole world about him? Yes, I do. When somebody is actually harming other people, I have every God given right. And that doesn't elevate me, that makes me a target. So you better go read Revelations again or go back to Genesis and just live in your fairy tale land because we are at end of days. So judgment has come and gone, and we're all fully aware if we're saved or not. Fully aware. Also, the ones that are aware that God said, although you're saved, this does not give you a free ticket to turn back. So, and there's more of them than not. So, just tell it like it is. I'll say don't shoot the messenger, but I don't give a shit. Go right ahead. That would be the best, you know? Short and sweet. Get it over with. So the people that can make these videos and be my opposition in the guise of a Christian is just well and fine. You keep doing you. I'm sure that there's a lot of what I would call panty wastes sitting right alongside you in the peanut gallery while the true people are stepping up, the true ones that will make a difference for our children's future are stepping up like warriors, and we're speaking hard and strong, and we're pulling people up along the way. If you have that strength, if you can walk down in the streets of Chicago and talk the way you talk and think that you're going to walk out of there alive, you probably won't. You go in there with the warrior of God attitude, you can walk anywhere and talk to anyone. And that's what I am. So that's not an elevation. Yeah, it's an honor. It's also hard work. Oh, yeah, I got more on that too. Because people that are pushing this forgiveness thing, and yes, there forgiveness and love, that's a given. That doesn't mean I'm going to let sit next to this pedophile or this child murderer or whoever or whatever. Um, don't take God out of context, you know, or his love. Because sometimes telling a naughty child to cool it is the best, most loving thing you can do. Well, that goes for a person that's crude. When you tell them, hey, cool your jets, because you're going to have them cooled for you, well, that's the warning. That's the warning right there. Um, and that is what the Illuminati knows. The Illuminati knows the true kings of the earth, the true children of God that inherited our earth. So that's what they're afraid of because they know all we have to do is put our minds together and will anything to be so. Oh, am I? Will I am. How funny is that? Oh, yeah. And it's true. And they know it. They have their so called 1,000 points of light, isn't even in comparison to the connection that I have to the Christ mind. Before I even put it out in video, if somebody doesn't think it, the other one will. All the information to help us is here, and we have access to each other's minds and souls like that. Everything, anything, at any given moment to help anyone. And that's what we're here for, like that. So, um, hmm. Yeah, I got more on that. That's a big subject. People trying to sway my better judgment. People trying to tell me, well, don't judge or forgive, or you're not being loving, or you're not being Christian, like if you lose your temper, or losing your temperament like a mental case and a mad dog, that's one thing, but getting angry and expressing your anger in concerns for the other people, it's like, okay, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm not going to talk to my baby the same way I might an ex-con. You know, depends on how freshly new they are out of the pen. And I'm sure a lot of you just grasp that with your heart and soul. And pardon me, excuse me, you know, but this is the truth. You don't talk to everybody in the same manner. Not everybody is doing the same job. And there's a lot of people that could be doing better, but are actually acting for the opposition by being weak. So it's like, just step aside. Stick with the weaklings on the sideline. You're very much appreciated there. But trying to stop people that are actually going to make a difference for everybody's future is a foolish move on anybody's part. I'm just saying, you know, there's always ramifications, there's always karma, even worse than what you give. So it's consequences. It's a fact. So, you know, it's not a matter of love. It is a matter of respect. It is a matter of morals and integrity and the seven deadly sins. Nobody talks about them. Yeah, you preachers, get on preaching on that seven deadly sin stuff. Are you afraid? Yeah, that's just leaving your door open. You can talk about the Ten Commandments. Read up on what infidelity is in the Bible. Read up on what God says a wife should do if her husband is unfaithful. That's like a death. He widowed her. Think about that. And that's just even with your mind, let alone the whole shebang. Read, because I guarantee you, you're not telling me something I don't know. In the scriptures, not one word ever. Nobody can. I was born reading with my heart and my third eye. Then I started to read. More than anybody I know, personally. Anyway. And yeah, that is important and a matter of understanding. Oh, yeah, I surely have that. That's why you want to stop me. But you can't. When I say God always helps me, He does. This year is going to be fantabulous. Mark my words. You're going to see some big strides and changes in attitudes in a lot of people, because really good people are getting sick of the cruel ones and the deviants. When you deviate from what God wants, so the big bunch of the world falls under that, don't you? You can try and paint me like something I'm not, and you're still not going to stop me. Because the true ones that are out there hearing my true words, you know who you are, and you know what I'm saying is true. And you just sense that, and so do they. So we don't have a problem with who's understanding what and why. We just have a problem of why are you pretending to be somebody you're not when you could be more. You could even be more by just shutting the hell up and sitting back and staying out of it. Then you'd be more useful, because people's words do sway the innocent. You want that on your hands? Not something I'm willing to do. I would never tell a person to feel empty, that we don't have laws in this country to avenge ourselves. That's not revenge, it's avenge. We have laws. God has laws. These are laws for us, not to wait till He gets there. These are laws for us to implement now. That's what they were written for. Look up Strong's Concordance. Look up punishments. Look up, what's a good word? Consequences. Consequences. Just take consequences of being unfaithful. Just type that in. Consequences and unfaithful. If you just look up them two words, period, in the dictionary, that basically boils down to revelation. There is consequences for our actions, everything. So, well, I'm gonna put this one through. I just, I'm sick of it. I mean, it's so clear and so obvious that you're just leaving the door open for your next lie, for your next misdeed. Anytime you open your mouth in opposition of the truth, you're leaving the door open for yourself. So you're telling people with great understanding that you not only have more understanding or that you're more righteous, but that you could literally on your own lead the world. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that you're smart enough to be my leader. And I'm telling you, you're not. I know Christ. And if somebody's carrying a big chunk of that, I know that too. And so does everybody else. So tread lightly around here, people. I don't play. I don't. So, and I love you all. I really do. And don't you ever, ever accuse me of that, because that's what's being implied. That love is this and love is that. Yes, it is. And a whole lot more. So don't make God spank you like a naughty child. You know? Yeah. I hate spanking kids. Um, I think it's the adults that need the spankings. Bam! Yeah, something like that. Like a boot in your ass, you know? Hey, consider my words wisely. Don't take them lightly, and don't shove them off. Don't let Satan just say, oh, blah, blah. Consider these words, that you're screwing up by interfering, and you're picking your side with that, no matter how quiet mannered you appear to be. So, okay, I'm going to put this through everybody. Karen and Kimmy, feel better, my ladies. I love you. Peace, everybody.